All right, let's just jump right into it. We are going to talk about a problem that I guarantee every single one of us has run into. I call it the digital dead end. You know the feeling? You've got a file, but you can't actually use it. Maybe it's locked or it's in some weird format. It's basically just a digital paperweight sitting on your desktop. Well, today, we're going to learn how to unlock those files. I mean, seriously, who hasn't been in this exact spot? You're rushing to get something done, you find the perfect document you need, and your computer just says no. Can't open this file. It is hands down one of the most frustrating little moments we all deal with. And these are the classic examples, right? You've got that amazing old PDF worksheet, but you can't change a single word on it. Useless. Or maybe it's a lab document that's almost perfect, but just needs a couple of tiny changes. And oh, my personal favorite. You find the absolute best photo for your presentation, you go to upload it, and boom, Google Slides hits you with that dreaded unsupported file type error. These are exactly the kinds of digital roadblocks we are going to smash through today. So what's the fix for all these headaches? Well, the good news is you don't need to be a tech wizard, and you definitely don't need to buy any complicated software. The solution is actually a super simple, surprisingly powerful, and, best of all, free digital multi-tool. And that tool is called Convertio. Now, the main thing you need to get about Convertio is that it's just a website. It's not a program you have to download and install. It's an online tool that just lives in your web browser, ready and waiting to convert pretty much any file you can throw at it. And you don't have to download a single thing to make it work. So what makes this tool such a game changer? Well, it's all about how easy it is to use. First off, it's completely free for most of the things you'd want to do with it. Second, since it's just a website, you can use it on any computer, Mac, PC, Chromebook, whatever. And third, and this is a big one, no downloads. That means no annoying installations, no pop-ups telling you to update, and no extra junk cluttering up your computer. It's just there whenever you need it. Okay, let's kick things off with what I think is probably its most powerful feature, the one that blows most people's minds. We're talking about taking those old, totally locked down PDFs and breathing new life into them, making them completely editable. And this is the goal right here. You start with that thing on the left, a static PDF you can't do anything with. And you end up with what's on the right, a totally editable docx file. I mean, you can change the words, you can move the pictures around, you can do anything you want with it. It is a complete transformation. So how does this magic trick actually work? Well, the secret ingredient is a technology called optical character recognition, or OCR for short. What it does basically is the software scans the document, looks at the shapes of the letters and words, and then rebuilds them as actual editable text inside a brand new document. Now, this tech has been around for a while, but what's amazing is how tools like Convertio make it so unbelievably easy for anyone to use. And you won't believe how simple the process is. Seriously, it's just a few steps. You go to the website, convertio.co, and you click Choose Files. You pick the format you want to turn it into, like a docx file. Now listen up, because this is the most important part. You have to find the little switch or button for the OCR option and turn it on. That's the key. After that, you just hit Convert, give it a second, and then download your brand new, totally editable file. It's really that easy. All right, on to the next major headache we're going to solve, that awful unsupported image error. You know what I'm talking about. You have a picture, and whatever program or website you're using just flat out refuses to recognize it. So the problem here is usually that your picture is in a less common format. Things like HEIC files, which is what newer iPhones take pictures in, or WEP files that you find all over the web, they can cause a lot of trouble. But the solution is so simple. You just convert them into a universal format that pretty much everything can read, like a good old JPG or a PNG. It's a quick little swap that suddenly makes your image work everywhere. Yeah, this chart breaks it down perfectly. If you've got an iPhone, you've definitely seen those HEIC files. Well, Convertio can turn them into standard JPGs in a blink. Found a great image online, but it's a WEP file? No problem. Just turn it into a PNG. Got one of those super high-quality TIFF files? You can make it a JPG or a PNG that'll work perfectly in Google Slides, Docs, you name it. And just like we saw with the PDFs, the process is ridiculously easy. You upload your image, you pick a format that you know works, like PNG or JPG, you click that Convert button, and you download the new file. I'm telling you, in probably less than a minute, your image problem is totally gone.
Okay, so before you get all excited and rush off to convert your entire digital life, hold on. There are a couple of really important things you need to know to use this tool the right way, and even more importantly, to use it safely.
First up, just a quick tip. The free version does have a file size limit. But honestly, for most of the stuff you'll be doing, your everyday documents, worksheets, and photos, the limit is actually pretty generous. Chances are you're not even going to run into it. Okay, now for the crucial warning, and please listen closely to this one because you're uploading your file to a website, you have to be really, really careful about privacy. The source material is super clear on this. Do not upload documents that have any sensitive information on them. I'm talking about things with student names, any personal financial details, medical records, basically anything confidential. This is a tool for general resources, not for your private stuff. So when you boil it all down, here's the main takeaway. Convertio is just an amazing tool for being resourceful. It gives you the power to reuse and repurpose things instead of wasting hours and hours trying to recreate them from scratch. It's a fantastic problem solver that's going to save you a ton of time and a whole lot of frustration. And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. Just imagine all those files you've got sitting on old hard drives or buried deep in some folder somewhere, files you kind of wrote off as useless because you couldn't edit them. So, what forgotten gem, what little piece of digital gold is hiding in your digital attic that you could finally bring back to life?